Good Wednesday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldrich, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got fog, we got clouds, we have rain, we've got snow on the menu, and some of you are still confused. I didn't know it was going to be like this. Yeah, it's an abrupt change today. In fact, by midday, between 11 and 2, that's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., your temperatures in the valley will likely tumble in a big way. We've got some fog. We have poor visibility, perhaps, in some spots. You take a look, you see it's down to the white areas. I'm looking over Morgan County, probably less than a mile around Wartburg, or maybe towards, say, Rockwood. It's 1 mile visibility at McGee-Tyson Airport, so that's something to take note of. And you can see we've got poor visibility in some other areas, perhaps along the Smokies. So keep in mind, fog may be an element, just one of the many elements as we go from clouds, fog to sunshine today. And oh yes, looky. I see purple, probably for the first time this season. Well, maybe not. Well, maybe, yeah. We had some October snows in Mount LeConte, but keep in mind, for some of you, winter weather advisory is a big deal. And if you have the Captain Accurate Weather app, you can actually read the exact wording that the National Weather Service is using for this area. Let's just take Cott County, for example. This runs until 10 a.m. on the 22nd. I believe that's Friday. But there's going to be another round coming in Friday night, Saturday morning, so maybe they extend it. It's possible, right? It's possible. So if you're in those purple counties, I'm going to highlight that here coming up. Let's just take a look at the radar. There's not a lot of drizzle or light rain, but there's some. And if we rewind the tape, let's go back over the last 8 hours. It's been raining in spots at 2:30, at 3:30, 4:30 or so. It's been coming down at just a light rain or drizzle. I left a 30% chance, but this will not likely be the last. There could be a few more showers that emerge in the next couple of hours. I say between now and midday, because once the clouds break and the sun pops out, it's deceiving sunshine. What do I mean by deceiving sunshine? You look out the window, you go, ooh, looky, the sun's out. Must be warm. No. Temperatures are tumbling when the sun pops out today because of the passage of a cold front. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. It's just atmospheric science. And I can assure you there is some changes afoot. By the way, Marco's Pizza, my sponsor for the Ultimate Adopt the Radar. If you're looking for a lunch idea, Marcos.com. They've got great locations and great delivery options in Hardin Valley and the area thereof. Farragut, Maryville, Fountain City, Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road now open. They've got a great, magnificent pizza that's less than $10. That's a reasonable, and lunchtime less than $6. Less than $6, you can fill yourself up with a very nice, and the picture doesn't do it justice. Can I just be honest? You throw the dipping sauces in there, you got the pepperoni and sausage, the buffalo chicken, and the pepperoni by itself. They're all great. You just have to try one. Check them out at Marcos.com. Very thankful to have Marcos as a sponsor. All right, so here it is. No more further delay. Am I going to get pounded in Knoxville? Not a chance. In fact, you may be hard-pressed to find any snow in Knoxville. Oh, man, you just pulled my finger. No, I didn't. No, I'm telling you that it's localized in the Smokies, right? Mainly Smokies and parts of southeast Kentucky. 1 to 3 generally on hilltops. That's the verbiage. That's the wording I'm borrowing from the Weather Service. I could put in quotation marks, but you get the sense. It's from NWS Morristown. And they put this out from 7 p.m. Thursday to 10 a.m. Friday. So if you're traveling through these areas, it's important to know a general 1 to 3 is on the table, but you go to the highest peaks. I'm talking about highest, like Newfound Gap, yeah, Chimney Tops. There's some of them could have 3 to 5. 3 to 5 potentially because it's colder on there. And that's just the way it's going to show and go. But we'll show you what this looks like a little bit later in the live stream. I want to check in with you. Here's the clouds and radars we're tracking. I want to see if a comment or two has come in. I got Danny Feedback. He is on here saying, good Wednesday morning, David. Sure hope you have a great day. Go Vols. I'll have that forecast for you in a moment, Danny. Great to have you. Karen Robbins also live streaming with me. She said, good morning, David. It's 59. And we got 0.24. Hey, that's something. 0.24, about a quarter inch of rain yesterday on the plateau in the Fairfield Glade area. And Wanda Poe says, better get out your winter coat. Come on, snow team. Go Team Snow. She is a fan of the flakes. Let me tell you, she's excited about what's coming in the next couple of days. The change will be underfoot by midday today. I suspect we could easily drop 5 to 10 degrees in 1 hour by the time we hit 11 to 2. Now again, it's west-east, so it's going to hit Rockwood sooner than it's going to hit Jefferson City. But you get a sense, it's like a sweeping broom. So between 11 and 2, boo, 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 boo. There goes the temperatures. You will be driving home in the low 50s. Some of you will be in the 40s in the plateau by the drive home today. But we could have a good chance to get to 70. or at least 69. I get ahead of myself. This is the rain situation. The bulk of it's moving away. But there's another spoke of energy up toward Illinois. We have the potential, about a 30% chance of more rain today. Temperatures right now are 58 in Knoxville. It's 56 in Johnson City, 63 in Chattanooga. So the winds are going to be out of the southwest to start. Oh, and did I mention wind? Oh, I got to come back on camera. Let's get to the current temperature. So I have so much on my menu today, I might have gotten a 60-second late start today. 60 in Wartburg, current reading. 63 in Athens, and we are currently at 57 in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. I got all the notes from Wanda, from Karen and Danny, but I got to tell you this. Let's come back on camera. I got some notes here. Yeah, we got the temperatures here. And in fact, I'll go ahead and show you. I think I have it. It's my next slide. If I don't, it should be the following slide. Yep, here's today. Ta-da! We're headed towards 69. Ooh, so we could be near 70. That's true, but the record high is 80. 80 from 1906. We're not going to be anywhere near record territory. It's warm, exceptionally warm, given the fact the normal high is 58, will be about 11 degrees above normal. All this above normal comes to an end for the rest of the week, as it will be chilly. And we've got gusts of wind, you ready for this? 35 plus today and tomorrow in the valley. 35 plus today and tomorrow, because you're not going to drop temperature with no wind. You're going to see a burst of wind. It's gotten colder. And all that's happening today. Winds will be generally 5 to 15, but the gusts, about 3 seconds or less, will be about 35 plus. Could hit 40 on hilltops today, but no wind advisories. But I'm telling you, next 2 days, today and tomorrow, we've got some strong gusty winds. And if you're looking for a high in 67, this all happens before 11 to 2 p.m. today. So for us to get there, winds are going to drive it up, and winds are going to drive it back down. So you're not going to be at 69 at 4 o'clock today. You'll be probably closer to 52 in Knoxville at 5 o'clock today. We'll look at the Valley Planner in just a moment, but 62 for an early high in Crossville. And you might be warming yourself up tonight, because tonight we're down to 35 by the time you wake up this time tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, mid-30s. Some will be even colder than the mid-30s, and I suspect frost will be a common occurrence. Now, how can I be so bold as to suggest temperatures are going to drop? Well, looky to the west, because it's super cold in a big way out west. Now, granted, some of that's headed here. It will be modified. It's not going to be as extreme as Denver. Denver's showing 15 this morning, and it's 21 in Billings. But I want you to get used to my legend. If you watch me on a regular basis, please know that anytime you see purple, it's single digits. And in this case, it's -2. It's 4. It's -1. You get my point. So there are some single digits out west. It's not like that everywhere, but that usually refers to the higher terrain, and that would be highlighting areas like Wyoming. But still, I mean, -2 in late November, that's the way the cookie crumbles, my friend. Wind speeds aren't moving much. You're making a bold prediction, expect a gust of 35 plus today, but I do, because the winds will kick in and the temperatures will tumble. Not much to see in the winds of the Smokies, but we've covered quite a bit of ground here in the last few minutes. It is 6:49. You can see the rain moving through Charlotte. It's moving across parts of the Carolinas, and we've got some fog concerns in Nashville if you're headed west this morning. There's the snow. There will be 2 opportunities. Thursday afternoon, Thursday night for the Tri-Cities, and then I think it's Friday afternoon, Friday night, we're going to see another spoke. So it depends on the orientation. It's coming down from the northwest, so it's going to favor the horseshoe effect. It's just the way it goes. And it's nothing that's magical, or somebody said to me when I first moved here, Knoxville's cursed. I said, what are you talking about? We never get any snow. I said, it's elevation, my friend. It's temperature. It's not cursed. It's just we have to have a southern slider to bring in some good snows like we had 10 months ago. And 10 months ago, it just shocked people of how long that snow stayed on the ground, because it did stay on the surface for many days after it actually snowed. Look at the North Dakota. Look at South Dakota. All that snow is trying to work in this direction, and we're going to talk about that with the Futurecast momentarily. Our deficit, oh yeah, we got to talk about rain. These are the areas in yellow that are closing in on 1, maybe 2 inches. Some of the green areas could certainly use a drink of water. We've had some rain. We heard a report from Karen that she had 0.24 in the Fairfield Glade area. I can tell you for a fact that we've actually had 0.34 in Knoxville since yesterday. You say that's kind of nice, but didn't happen as quickly in the morning as I thought, but we got some overnight. So we're now up to a grand total of 1.63. Well, that's not even half. And we're well halfway through the month. We got, 10 days left. So it is on the dry side for November. 1.63. Again, we've added officially 0.22 since midnight, and we picked up 0.12 last night. So that's a total of 0.34. Yeah, so anyway, 0.34 added to what we had is 1.63. So if you're playing the home game version, that's where we are. Sunrise and sunset time. We're going to go from clouds to sunshine today. But once the sun pops out, the arrow goes down. Sunsets at 5:26. We'll be finishing the day. Some cases, the 40s, talking about U Plateau, and most of us will end the day in the 50s. And I mean low 50s, and then free fall. Bus stop forecast. It's warmer at 10 a.m. than it is at 2. Yeah, you're going to see a sharp drop across the board. Again, that's a general look at it. But high temperatures yesterday did hit 63. I was expecting 64. The cooler, I guess the blue squares may come back into play certainly on, well, not today because we'll get up to 69. But I think Thursday, Friday, we've got 2 blue squares on tap when temperatures struggle to reach 49. Go Vols, the big game is this Saturday. I say it's a big game because, you know, when you round out the season, every game is important. We're playing an opponent known as University of Texas at El Paso. I call them the mirror image of us. We are 8-2. They're 2-8. I mean, I guess it's like a mirror. But we're the cool orange. They're the weird orange, right? They got their orange helmet. But hey, by the way, the temperatures with skies becoming mostly sunny. There's going to be an abundance of clouds for tailgaters in the morning. But by 1 o'clock, by the game start, 49 degrees, 52 at halftime, fourth quarter about 50. So mostly sunny. Winds are going to be about 5 to 10 on the game itself. So I'm very excited about that game. That's on ESPN Plus. I guess not everybody has that particular channel. Fred's on here, says good morning. He's got drizzle. That'll cover my 30% chance of rain. Thank you very much, Fred. He says drizzle in Maryville at 58 degrees. Let's see if you can jump another 11 degrees. Get up to 69 between the hours of 11 and 2, Fred. Keep being posted. Diane says good morning, and she put a big old wow. Good to have her on here. Darcy is on here. Great comments. Happy Wednesday. Stay warm. Wear layers. And cover any plants. That's a good idea. Any plants left in the garden tonight, because we'll be down to about 35 in Knoxville. And Wanda Poe says, getting closer to Turkey Day, gobble, gobble. Everybody needs to get David's premium subscription so you can be prepared. Thank you very much. I dive more into the snow maps there. But I want more fall, says Lana Johnson. Have a blessed day. Glad to have her here. And last but not least, Janet Potts says she's got 57. Drizzle and Talbot. Everybody have a great day. I'm so glad you guys are watching. It is 6:54. This is, I'll be done at the top of the hour. Notice the Hurricane Center. Nothing to see here. This is probably going to be the last time I show this map because the official end of hurricane season is November 30th. But with really nothing else to show, I think we're pretty much done. Stick a fork in it. It's going to be one of those hurricane seasons that people will probably not forget quickly with Helene and Milton and Debbie. Debbie produced like 6 months worth of rain along the I-95 corridor. It was an amazing kind of year, but maybe not in the numbers of storms. It was Sarah that most recently came off of the Yucatan and is going to be captured. The leftovers of her will head toward Florida, but not a big deal. Headlines, we're looking for valley temps to drop at midday. Did you say 11 to 2? Yes, 11 to 2. 11 to 2, so it's going to happen sooner, Crossville. It's going to happen sooner, Fairfield Glade. But it will be midday, I think, about 11 to 2 for that drop to occur. And it could drop 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees in 1 hour. Have to wait and see. Clouds, fog to sun today, a few showers, and then drops and flakes come in Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, particularly for the Tri-Cities, the Smokies, and then another round, I think, on Friday night. So here's the potential. And again, I show this because keep in mind, at least Knoxville, I don't have us any lower than the mid-30s. So you have a warm ground, got a warm ground. You've got mid-30s, so what falls is not likely to stick, even if it snowed aggressively. And I put that in quotation marks, like a little snow squall that some would say, it's bad. And then you ask them, well, how much actually stuck? Well, nothing stuck, but it came down fast. That's how some would say, because that's usually what happens the first snow of the year. We're just not used to it. There's been a long period of time where we've been basking in the summer warmth. But notice some of these numbers, and to put this back on full screen, there may be 1 to 3 generally on the hilltops. It's not to say it couldn't snow, or it may be kind of like a drop sleet mix with some snowflakes thrown in. But I don't expect much at all, if any, in the valley, but most of it's going to be in those usual areas that would be southeast Kentucky, Harlan County, even Bell County could have some dusting of snow or more. But temperatures will tumble today. Is that right, 50? Oh, you said it was going to drop. You didn't say it was going to drop 19 degrees. Yeah, look at that. Say midday, 69. by 8 o'clock tonight, or actually, yeah, is that 8? 6, excuse me, 6. By my monitor waking up here, 50 degrees by 6 o'clock. And we'll be in the 40s in Knoxville, probably as early as 7, if not sooner. So keep in mind, it's happening, whether we like it or not. And we would be about 10 degrees. That should say 58 now. The average high, that's a typo. Average high is 58. So we're going to be 11 degrees above normal at lunchtime, but it's going to be sharply colder for the drive home. And here's the chance of rain or drops or flakes. We've got 30% PM on Thursday, 20% chance on Friday, and another good round of rain on Tuesday as things start to warm back up. Yes, they warm back up. So this is just a test run, perhaps a dress rehearsal for what's to come this winter. Storm Prediction Center not showing much at all today. Florida, South Florida could have some general thunderstorms. There's the possibility of thunder in the D.C. area, Richmond, as the rain moves there. But for us, a couple of rain showers, no thunder is anticipated. And the lower 48 looks pretty quiet. The Storm Prediction Center will probably have a chance to maybe take a breather. Thursday looks quiet, and I believe Friday looks the same. So we've got colder air overtaking the pattern. So you have the absence of thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday. It is 6:57. Let's show you what this looks like. There goes the rain. There goes the front. So the colder air begins to advance. By 5 o'clock, it is mostly clear. And you're going to say, wow, I see stars. Boy, I need a jacket. Do you know where your jacket is? I have to think now, where is my jacket? Some of you are going to be in that practice today, that if you know where it is, great. But if you have to dust it off, it hasn't been used lately, you might want to locate that before you get out the door today. If you're coming home this afternoon in the 40s and 50s. By the way, the snow moving into central Kentucky, moves into West Virginia, a little bit of a mix. But this is what we're seeing coming down. It's going to collect on the higher terrain. It'll favor what we like to call the horseshoe effect. It's not a scientific term, but people understand it. And most of us will find, again, the plateau up toward Kentucky, maybe a general 1 to 3 inches on hilltops. It's really the hilltops that will be focused on snow. Makes for great pictures when the sun pops out in a big way Saturday afternoon during the ball game. All right, it is 6:58 tonight. Well, first, though, today, 69. That's a midday high. Clouds and fog give way to sunshine and an abundance of sunshine to conclude the day. Showers, temps, you know, I like what you did there, drop it. It dropped right off my box there. But the wind speeds, look at that, gusting 35, could be 40 plus on hilltops. Those winds will usher in the drop. You can't have one without the other. They're kind of paired, right? They're not decoupled. They're actually going to be coupled together. They're like a package deal. You get the drop, you get the winds, and you go, I didn't know. Some of us will say that on Facebook. I didn't know it's going to be this cold. I wish someone had told me. 70 for a high in Newport? Are you kidding me? Nope, I'm not kidding you. That's where I think you could be. 69 Tellico Plains. Look for a midday high around Oak Ridge at 67. Traveling today, 68 Chattanooga. 57 if you're headed north to Lexington in central Kentucky and Fayette County there. But tonight, this is the big news, right? 35 at Frost. Oh, I got the cold emoji. I like what you did there. That'll get you your plants hopefully brought in. Mostly clear, sharply colder. Winds are going to drop off. But then, as we move into your, say tonight, down to 34 for Oak Ridge, 34 for Morristown. Look for a freezing low in Crossville, and I imagine there'll be some teeth chattering tomorrow morning as there'll be some scraping if some of your cars have been outside in the elements, not in a warm garage, but outside, some scraping going on tomorrow. It is 7 o'clock straight up. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast. Very thankful for all of you watching. 49 on Thursday, another day in the 40s on Friday, but 47. And we may struggle to get to 47 on Friday. I'll take another look at that today. But 52 for game day. 59 for Sunday, and then look at that. It's back to 67. All of it is now in the rearview mirror by Monday and Tuesday as we get closer. Tuesday is what, 2 days before? 2 days before Thanksgiving. Later today, I'll have the Wednesday forecast. That's what we like to call Travel Wednesday, because typically so many people are on the roads or in the air on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So all that's coming up. And if you'd like to join us, I would love to have you join us on Premium, because we do a whole lot more than just looking at the next 7 or 10 days. You can now get 10 days worth of forecast on my app, which is in fact free. I got a note from Mary Morgan. She says, good morning, David, and to your family, and to you as well, Mary. Appreciate you very much. I got Marilyn Bell says, snow on the grass only, please. LOL. Have a great day. I think that's probably favored, Marilyn. I wouldn't be too worried. Might make for a great photo, and I know that you're very good with weather photos. And then Ed says, good morning, don't want snow. Please take it away. He's not a fan of snow, especially in November, I would imagine. Thank you, Ed, for being here. By the way, if you haven't downloaded or have subscribed to my free channel on YouTube, some people may have a hard time finding it if you're not a YouTube person, but it's located at youtube.com/at. You notice what they did there? /at Captain Accurate, one word. You'll find this YouTube because we're live streaming on both each and every morning that I do it. And then Weather App with Pete Michaels Traffic. You get all the National Weather Service alerts. We don't shortchange you there. You get plus 3 extras from Barron. So you might say it's all about getting multiple sources. You get the Weather Service, you get Barron, they're the radar experts, and it's free, and you get lightning alerts. And now we have air quality alerts that come to your phone. We have power outages, which you can access on the app, as well as the 10-day forecast. I mean, it's a sweet deal, and it's free. Now, what is not free, it costs just about a cup of coffee, $4.99 a month. You can actually see my 15-minute video that I posted at the end of October. Still holding on to it. I think it's got a lot of merit, and we still have a lot of winter yet to come. My winter weather outlook is online. Go to hit the subscribe button at the top of my Facebook page. The winter weather outlook is just one aspect. You're also the first to see my snow forecast. As I mentioned, I'm showing a whole series of snow maps and potential solutions to my premium members. All you have to do is log on to facebook.com/become-supporter/Aldrich Weather. That's the website. If you were to click the subscribe button, it would lead you there. But you're also to see every first forecast, or first to see every forecast. Beyond the next 7 days, we focus on 2 weeks, 30 days. One of the great things about the premium service, it has great benefit because you actually get more Facebook Lives, about 4 extra a month, because I usually do them on Sundays to help them plan for the week ahead. Fewer ads on premium. I think it's the best weather bargain in East Tennessee. And this time of year, do you really want to be flat-footed like some of you were last January? Because our group, our premium members, they knew about 8 to 12 in October, so they were ready for January. They knew what maybe to buy in firewood. That's priceless. They knew when to take a vacation, when not to take a vacation, when to travel, when not to travel. There's a lot of intel, some weather consulting, if you want to join us on premium. So my name is David Aldrich. We'll see you here next time. Take care.